Hello, my name is Benson Adoko and I am a technical advisor at the International Rescue Committee. I'm part of a peer learning group on savings groups in emergencies, along with my colleagues from CARE, Catholic Relief Services, GOL, Islamic Relief Worldwide, Mercy Corps, the Norwegian Refugee Council, and UNHCR. Our goal is to deepen our understanding on how best to work with savings groups in emergency contexts and to bridge the gap between community-based microfinance specialists and the humanitarian sector.
Hello, my name is Sarah Ward, and I had the honor of working with a group of professionals who developed this learning product around savings groups and emergencies. And one of the key things we did is we came up with a set of I recognize statements. And the first part of that is that we recognize that savings groups are inherently adaptable and can change and work to meet the needs of their members. We recognize that savings groups must maintain quality of the programming and they must put the needs and well-being of their members first. We also recognize that, importantly, savings professionals and people who are experts in the field may or may not, and often are not, in fact, aware of and comfortable with humanitarian crisis and conflict environments and all of the changes and challenges that come with those environments. And on the other side, humanitarian professionals are often not aware of the complexities and the specificities of savings group programming, and so are unable to fully support a savings group activity. And finally, and most importantly, is we recognize that savings groups can be a critical and important part of humanitarian tool in their toolbox, but it cannot be the only one. Savings groups have to be a part of a whole set of tools that help meet the basic needs of people who are dealing with crisis and conflict. And that includes working with cash transfers. It includes other support programs to help people with their basic needs. And we're very hopeful that as we work through this learning product, it will allow savings groups to continue to be and become even more of a part of the humanitarian experience.
Before we introduce our work, we want to share the key ideas we came to a consensus around. We recognize that savings groups already exist in many places where emergencies occur. They can also form during and shortly after emergencies. In times of crisis, savings groups provide access to finance for emergency needs or to start a new business. Savings groups work well almost everywhere, but historically program models have been designed for stable contexts and they need to be adapted for emergency situations. In emergencies, forming new savings groups is different than working with existing groups.
With this understanding, we gathered our collective knowledge and experiences and tested where possible which aspects of saving groups can be better adapted to emergency situations. We created clear signposts for humanitarian programs in emergencies to understand and apply a full range of options for saving groups. We also explored the interaction between cash transfer and saving groups and the ways to purposefully integrate them. And lastly, we documented our collective experience and learning on how best to work with saving groups in emergencies.
We are excited to share this resource guide that we produced. We put our minds, hearts, and experience together to help humanitarian actors like yourself answer critical questions when it comes to implementing savings group in emergencies. The slide deck is designed to provide actionable guidance. You can use it for strategy and program development, staff training, orientation for partners, learning discussions, or advocacy and communications. We hope you find it useful.